Well, I mean, it's really fear and loathing. The whole world is panicking. We saw just last year we had inflation at nearly 3%. We had 10-year at 3%. Since then, we've had a complete collapse. The world and confidence has just evaporated. Everybody's just waiting for the Sino-US trade deal to finally come to fruition. We've had China go through massive amounts of stimulus. We saw the tax cuts. We just heard recent developments now. I mean, it's phenomenal how much has changed over the last year. The desperation that both the US and China have underneath the surface, I think, is quite insane.
And in terms of what the Fed is doing to address these kinds of fears, because I think when you take a step back and look at what's the noise coming out of the Beltway, the noise coming out of Washington, and particularly from President Trump himself, he really even going so far as to attack his own central bank governor. Yeah. Do you think they're playing it the right way, at least so far? I mean, giving a little, taking a little, and then taking a step back.
I think Powell's been unbelievably pragmatic. He's been, I was slightly concerned with the appointment, but then, especially with him and his own, with Donald Trump attacking him, it's been quite remarkable. But he stepped back. I mean, he seems to have stepped back. He seems to be, I mean, obviously data-driven, which is the most important thing. Are the markets playing a role? Of course they are. I mean, it's like, to think it's ridiculous to think that the markets don't listen, central banks don't listen to markets. I think that the yield inversion, I think, is being overblown. One of the key things that I think most people miss on this is that banks and central banks have completely adjusted their balance sheets. They're holding much longer dated maturities that will push down yield curves anyway. So the Fed has been remarkable in its pragmatic approach, its consistent approach to a point, and I think that it's generally easing the market forward. I think the Fed is being very, very good. I think we're also seeing rate cuts being priced in now, 30% chance of a rate cut. Personally, I think that the Fed should have probably hiked slightly sooner, slightly faster, and would give it a little more flexibility now when people are starting to worry about growth and everything else. And
they would have already been there.
Absolutely, and they're being pushed into it now. So, the Fed, I think Powell's doing a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.